Your parents didn't raise a child. They raised a taxpayer. And you know it's true, because right now, sitting there, you can feel it. That weight, that quiet, suffocating obedience. Look, I'm not here to blame mom and dad. They didn't do it on purpose, but let me tell you what they did do. They programmed you. Every time you got too loud, they told you to sit down. Every time you wanted something different, they said, be realistic. Every time you drew outside the lines, they handed you a ruler. And now you're 30-something years old, and you still ask for permission, not from them, but from a world that doesn't even care if you exist. That's not adulthood, that's a cage you were trained to build yourself. Here's what's happening in your brain right now. Your nervous system is designed to keep you alive. Not happy, not wealthy, not free, just alive. And your parents? They reinforce that survival mechanism every single day. Get good grades, get a stable job, don't make waves. Translation, become invisible, become safe, become taxable. Because a good taxpayer doesn't ask questions. A good taxpayer shows up on time, pays their bills, and dies quietly. And you absorb that, deep. It's not just a habit anymore, it's your identity. You want to know the real game, the one they never told you about? Here it is. The system needs you to be average. It needs you to be predictable. Because predictable people are controllable. Predictable people don't disrupt the status quo, they just comply. And compliance is profitable. Not for you, for them. Your employer profits when you're too scared to negotiate. The banks profit when you're too responsible to stop paying interest. The government profits when you stay small and easy to manage. And your parents? They were just passing down the same script their parents gave them. It's generational stagnation, a chain of people who never questioned why the cage was there in the first place. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I'm different. I have ambitions. I have dreams. Do you? Really? Because your actions tell a different story. Let's talk about what you did this week. 1. You had an idea, a good idea, and you told yourself, I'll start. Monday. Monday came. You didn't start. You never start. Because starting means you might fail. And failure means the neighbors might see you. And being seen is the most terrifying thing in your world. 2. Someone at work got promoted, and you told yourself it was luck. It wasn't luck. They just weren't afraid to be loud. You are. You sit in meetings and you have the answer. You know you have the answer, but you don't speak. You wait for a leader to say it first. That's not humility. That's cowardice. 3. You looked at your bank account this month and felt that spike of panic, and then you did nothing. You just kept scrolling, kept distracting yourself, because actually changing your life feels like rebellion, and you were taught that rebellion gets you punished. 4. You say you want freedom, but you won't even ask for a raise. You won't even ask for what you're worth. Because deep down, you believe you're not worth it. That's the voice of a child who was taught to be grateful for scraps. You'd rather be underpaid than uncomfortable. 5. You watch people on social media living the life you claim you want, and instead of building, you just feel bitter. You tell yourself, they had help, it's not fair. It's not about fairness, it's that they stopped waiting for a green light. They stopped waiting for someone to tell them they were ready. They just moved. You know what the worst part is? The bars on your cage? They're invisible. No one's holding you back. There's no boss standing over you with a whip. There's no parent in the room anymore. It's just you. You have become your own warden. You wake up every day and you choose the cage. You choose to stay quiet. You choose to stay small. You choose to keep your head down. And you tell yourself it's because you're being practical, being responsible. But that's a lie. You're not being responsible. You're being paralyzed. Here's the truth you don't want to hear. You are not a victim of your upbringing anymore. You are a volunteer, because every single day, you choose to stay small. You choose to color inside the lines. And I get it, it feels safe, but let me ask you something. How's that safety working out for you? How's that comfort treating you? You're not safe, you're just numb. You're sleepwalking through a life someone else designed for you. And Every year that passes, the walls get thicker, the cage gets smaller, and the voice that says, maybe someday, gets quieter. You think you have time. You think, I'll take the risk when I'm ready, when I have more money, when the conditions are right. The conditions will never be right, never. That's the lie you tell yourself to avoid the fear of actually living. And meanwhile, time is passing. Every day you wait is a day you'll never get back. Every month you stay comfortable is a month closer to regret. You think the pain of risk is bad? Wait until you feel the pain of, I could have, I should have, why didn't I? That pain is permanent. So here's what happens next. You have two options. Option 1. You keep doing what you're doing, you keep playing it safe, you keep being a good little taxpayer. And in 40 years, you retire, and you realize you never actually lived. You just survived. You did exactly what you were told, and the world moved on without you. Option 2. You burn the script. You take every rule your parents gave you, every be realistic, every play it safe, and you set it on fire. You stop asking for validation. You stop waiting for the right time. You stop being afraid of your own power. Because here's the secret. The world doesn't reward obedience. It rewards audacity. It rewards people who are willing to be uncomfortable. People who are willing to fail. People who are willing to be seen. The people who win, they aren't smarter than you. They just decided to stop volunteering for the cage. Your parents raised you to fit in, to be manageable, to pay taxes and die quietly. But you don't have to accept that legacy. You can choose differently. Right now, today. Not tomorrow, not when you're ready, now. Because the cage only exists if you believe in it. And the moment you stop believing, the door opens. So what's it going to be? Taxpayer or free? The clock is ticking, and it doesn't care about your excuses.